YouTube, what's the deal, man? It's your boy Mainline Mo from the Go, man, aka Mo 2 times, man. Look, today we about to bust a spread, man, a county jail spread, man. You know what I mean? I'm in the mood for a spread right now, man. Every now and then, I get a craving for a spread. I don't eat this shit too often, but look, that's what we doing today. So I got the grill. See, I got the water. You know, my hot pot broke, so I'm cooking hot water out the can. You see the steam. You see the steam going. You know what I mean? Got the hot plate going. So this the hotter hot plate, and this the other hot plate. It's not as hot. It's still hot, but it's not as hot as that one. Because that one is straight. Got the metal ring straight to the flat top. But look. So look, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get this shredded beef down. We're gonna get this hold on. Let me leach out some of these juices real quick. I don't need all that going. I don't need all that. You know what I mean? I don't need all that on the grill, man. So look, man. Put some olive oil down. Get some olive oil down. Boom. Get the shredded beef on there. There we go. There we go. It's all in there. Alright. Get my spoon there. Get my spoon. First, let me get that from under the can real quick. God damn. Alright, we might have to let that rock. So, boom, get the shredded beef down there so it can do its thing. Alright, what we got? What we got? You already know. The go-to when you're cooking beef. When you're cooking beef, you can't go without it, man. We got the Worcester. Got the Worcester down there. I'm phoning right. Hold on. We got the little garlic powder on there. You know what I'm saying? Bam. Yeah, garlic powder, not garlic salt. You hear me? We got the little minced onion on there. Yep. Get some oregano. You know what I mean? The most underrated out the spice rack. You know what I mean? I was sleeping on oregano for some years. I had some oregano. I wasn't even messing with it. One day I was like, you know what? Let me put some oregano. That was some red pepper, a little bit. Some black pepper. You know how I play it. Boom. And that's it. That's it right there. Nothing fancy. You know what I mean? Keep it simple. Keep it simple. We're going. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna let that do its thing. Put that together just like that. Alright, it's cooking. It's cooking. Now let's get the spread material together. What we got? We got 2 ramens. 2 top ramens. See, this spread is special because I'm gonna show you how to cook a spread without the seasoning pack. Without the seasoning pack. Yeah. Press it down like that. Yeah. They say I need to get a tripod, man. Get in here. You know what? I'm gonna try to make a tripod, man. I'm trying to make a tripod out of cardboard or something. So boom. You got your soups. Your refried, but not too much more like that. Right there. That's how it's supposed to look, man. So that's your bean to soup ratio right there. You see that? That's your bean to soup ratio right there. Now we're gonna take this soup wrapper. You see this soup wrapper? We're gonna crush up some chips. Now look. We got the world famous whole shebang, man. Extreme. There's a little debate that the extremes aren't as good as the regulars. To me, it's all the same thing to me though. You know what I mean? So we got the extremes. Then we got the Doritos. So these basically act as our seasoning. See, the whole shebang. If I wasn't using whole shebang, I was using another chip, I would have to put seasoning in my spread. But with, you know what I mean? This soup wrapper up. This is exactly how we do it in the county jail, by the way. Oh, this is gonna be my last. Touch that up like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a good amount right there. We're gonna leave some residue for the crunch later. Hold on. Let me get the Doritos up in here now. She said she loves me, whatever that is. Do me a favor, say that shit. Like hold on. Stay tuned, hold on. Damn. Alright, let me put this in there. Bam. I'm gonna add that to the, you know what I mean? To the, you know what I mean? That's what it's looking like, man. That's what it's looking like. We're gonna add some more pickle though. We're gonna add some pickle to that. You know what I mean? The Tito's way. You know what I mean? The Tito's way. Hold on. Bust about half a pickle down. You know what I mean? With my bare hands. We ain't got no knives in here. But we ain't got no cooking knives, at least. Hold on. We ain't got no knives to cook with. We just got knives to bone, bro. You see it's cooked. You see the water is boiled, right? You see it's boiled. So we in the game right now. We in the game. You know what I mean? So what I do, I get this bandana, like Santana. So I'm trying to do this shit with one hand. Fuck around, burn my whole shit off fucking with y'all, man. We're gonna do it the G way though, hold on. Oh yeah, just so you know, one soda can to the top is exactly what you need. Perfect amount of water for a 2-soup spread, just so you know, man. If you didn't know, now you know, dog. Let me get this hot pickle off my hand. That shit's starting to burn. Like that, man. Real proper, like, smelling good. Hey, man, free everybody behind the wall, man. The The main line, that is. The main line, man. You don't know them other guys, man. They gonna have to figure it out. But free the real ones, man. Yeah. So you see it's over there. It's in here doing this thing. You know, the crunch is all about texture, bro. You know what I mean? On phone. It's all when you busting a spread, it's all about texture. Man. If you add too much water, soggy texture. If you don't got the hot pickles in there, no crunch. You know what I mean? You don't got the crunched up chips at the end. I mean, no crunch. I mean, you get your sweet, your savory. Hold on. But look, it's ready to go, bro. I gotta add the meat to the. I gotta add the whoop to the wop. Hold on. Let me add the whoop to the wop. This shredded beef, you know, this kind of like a fancy spread. We don't really. I mean, the summer sausage is really the go-to, but I don't got no summer sausage right now, so we coming through with the. You feel me? We coming through with the. You dig? So boom, we're gonna do it like that, bro. We're gonna do it just like that. And then look. So I know y'all like, damn, that shit look kind of decent, huh? It do. It is. Look, I'm gonna get the meat up in there a little bit, man. Pause. Hold on.